Hello, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Ask the HR Expert. My name is Katie Stewart, and I am with Tandem HR. So today what we are going to be talking about is March Madness. So the question that came in is, how do I deal with March Madness in the workplace? So according to some different studies, there is a huge loss in productivity during the month of March due to March Madness. So depending on the studies that you're looking at, it can cost organizations up to $2 billion in the United States. So that's huge, right? So we have a couple options as employers. So we can either freak out about it and figure out how we can prevent our employees from taking part in this annual tradition, or what we can do is figure out how to embrace it and bring it into the workplace. So this year in 2019, March Madness will start, the games will start on Tuesday, March 19th, and they will continue through Monday, April 8th. There will be 67 games total that will be hosted over this 19-day period. So if managed correctly, studies actually show that March Madness can boost team spirit and employee morale in the workplace. So a couple ideas for you in order to embrace this in your organization. One would be to organize a company-wide pool to fill out the brackets for March Madness. Now, we want to be careful of gambling in the workplace, so we don't want people having to pay to enter to fill out their brackets, and we don't want to be awarding them the winners and potentially the worst bracket as the loser with things like cash. So some other ideas could be a prize of free lunch for the individual that wins, maybe the ability to leave the office 2 hours early one day, or 4 extra hours of paid time off, maybe a trophy that gets passed to the winner each year, or a nice certificate with bragging rights that they can hang at their cubicle. Another great idea to do is in the break room, whether you have a TV or you can stream something live on a large screen, is to broadcast all the games in the break room so that people, instead of checking it on their phones or getting onto the Wi-Fi or the internet on their computers, when they have their break times or lunch, they can go in there and check out the scores. Now, 90% of workers that were actually surveyed about this do feel that companies organizing events around March Madness can improve employee morale. So instead of freaking out over this, I do recommend that you prepare for it and you help streamline it by actually embracing it and coordinating activities. A little funny tidbit to share with you to end this, an article by the Chicago Tribune a couple years ago provided some funny things that you can do if you would like to freak out about this as an employer. So you could hire only people that graduated from colleges with crappy basketball teams. That may help you out. You could cut off all Wi-Fi for the month of March, or you could just go and change everyone's calendars back to February and just try to avoid the month of March altogether. Well, I hope you found this Ask the HR Expert episode to be helpful, and go green.